Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today, we dive deep into the tangled web of relationships, betrayals, and long-standing feuds that continue to shake Port Charles. This time, the focus is on Ava Jerome and the dangerous game she has unknowingly stepped into, one that involves Rick Lansing, Sonny Corinthos, and a custody battle that may turn out to be the least of her problems. If you thought Ava had learned her lessons from past heartbreaks, think again. This time, she may be playing right into the hands of the one man who could completely destroy her. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Ava Jerome, a history of heartbreaks and mistakes. Ava Jerome is no stranger to disaster when it comes to her personal life. A woman of undeniable charm and charisma, she has found herself entangled with some of Port Charles's most infamous men. But no matter how confident and cunning she appears, Ava's track record in love is far from victorious. She has an unfortunate tendency to trust the wrong people, falling for men who either betray her, manipulate her, or leave her heart in shambles. Her relationship history is a laundry list of regret. Not because he wields physical threats like Ryan Chamberlain, but because his ability to manipulate and deceive is second to none. Ava might think she's in control, but Rick has played this game far longer than she has. Will she recognize the warning signs before it's too late, or will she become just another casualty of his endless vendetta against Sonny? Rick Lansing, a master manipulator with a never-ending grudge. For those who have followed General Hospital over the years, Rick Lansing's return to Port Charles comes with an air of inevitable chaos. No matter how much he insists that he's a changed man, one thing remains crystal clear: his hatred for his brother, Sonny Corinthos, has never faded. It has fueled nearly every action he has taken in his life, leading him down a path of deception, betrayal, and revenge. Rick has spent decades trying to destroy Sonny in one way or another. Whether it was kidnapping Carly Corinthos and locking her in a panic room or his various attempts to discredit and ruin his brother, Rick's vendetta has never truly ended. His return to Port Charles now feels less like a homecoming and more like a calculated move, a move designed to finally bring Sonny to his knees. And what better way to attack Sonny than through Ava Jerome? Rick knows how much Sonny values his children. By inserting himself into Ava's custody battle, Rick has found the perfect way to manipulate the situation to his advantage. To Ava, he appears to be a powerful ally, a man who is helping her fight for what she deserves. But beneath the surface, Rick's true intentions are far more sinister. Is he really helping Ava, or is he using her as a pawn in his never-ending quest for revenge against Sonny? The custody battle, a disguised war between brothers. At first, it seemed like an unexpected act of goodwill. Sonny Corinthos showed up at Ava's door, willing to negotiate a custody agreement that favored her more than before. She had expected another battle, another legal war, but instead, Sonny surprised her by agreeing to a 50-50 arrangement. After years of following a 60-40 split that leaned in his favor, Sonny's sudden willingness to compromise left Ava shocked and, if she were honest, a little suspicious. However, Ava, always looking for opportunities, chose to embrace this unexpected peace offering. For the first time in a long time, she felt that she and Sonny might be able to co-parent without tearing each other apart. But Rick Lansing had other ideas. He saw this agreement as an opening, a weak spot he could exploit. He urged Ava to keep fighting, to push for more, to never trust Sonny's intentions. What Ava didn't realize was that Rick wasn't looking out for her best interests, he was using her to reignite his war with Sonny. And when Ava receives the finalized custody papers from powerhouse attorney Diane Miller, she may find herself standing at a dangerous crossroads. Will she take Sonny's olive branch and attempt peace, or will Rick successfully manipulate her into continuing the fight? The moment of truth, Ava's biggest mistake yet? Ava's journey in Port Charles has been anything but simple. She has played many roles: powerful businesswoman, devoted mother, vengeful lover, but now, she stands on the precipice of yet another disaster. If she listens to Rick and allows herself to be dragged deeper into this custody battle, she risks losing more than just her legal fight. She could lose her ability to make her own choices. Rick is playing a dangerous game, and Ava may soon realize that she's not his partner in this fight, she's his pawn. If she finally opens her eyes to the truth, will she be able to cut ties before it's too late? Or will Rick's manipulations lead her straight into another heartbreak? The past has shown us that Ava Jerome doesn't take betrayal lightly. When she feels backed into a corner, she fights back. But this time, will she have the strength to rise above the deception, or will she fall victim to Rick's schemes, just like so many others before her? The final showdown, Ava versus Rick versus Sonny. No matter which direction Ava chooses, one thing is certain: Port Charles is about to see fireworks. Rick's hunger for revenge against Sonny is stronger than ever, and Ava is the perfect weapon, whether she realizes it or not. As tensions rise and the stakes get higher, the question remains: who will come out on top? Will Ava see through Rick's game and put an end to his manipulation, or will she allow herself to be used in his long-standing war against Sonny? And if she does fall into his trap, will Sonny be willing to save her, or will he let her learn this painful lesson on her own? Next, we unravel the latest tension brewing in Port Charles, a fierce, long-overdue showdown between Jason Morgan and Drew Quartermaine. Their complicated history is about to reach a boiling point, with tempers flaring, accusations flying, and an all-out battle that could change everything. If you thought these brothers had already faced their biggest battles, think again. This time, it's personal. Buckle up as we take a deep dive into the escalating feud between Jason and Drew, analyzing every twist, turn, and hidden motive behind their upcoming face-off. A clash years in the making: Jason versus Drew. For years, the relationship between Jason Morgan and Drew Quartermaine has been anything but smooth. Once unknowingly living as the same man, the revelation of Drew's true identity shook Port Charles to its core. Since then, their dynamic has ranged from reluctant cooperation to outright hostility. But now, with a storm of emotions building between them, they are on a collision course that neither may be able to walk away from unscathed. Drew is no stranger to provocation, and he seems to have mastered the art of getting under Jason's skin. Their confrontation isn't just about personal differences. It's a tangled web of family betrayals, unresolved past wounds, and high-stakes consequences. This week, as their conflict comes to a head, the intensity between them promises to deliver one of the most explosive showdowns Port Charles has seen in years. What will finally push Jason to his breaking point? And more importantly, will Drew regret stoking the fire of a man known for his unwavering cold precision? Drew's taunts, a dangerous gamble. One of the major catalysts for this impending war is Cyrus Renaud. Drew has been quick to call out Jason for openly threatening Cyrus' life, believing Jason's actions have only invited more chaos into Danny Morgan's world. This argument might sound logical to some, but Jason, a man who fights to protect his loved ones at any cost, sees things differently. In Drew's mind, Jason's willingness to go head-to-head with a ruthless crime lord means prison is inevitable. And in a move that could escalate things even further, Drew may even taunt Jason with the possibility of taking over as a father figure for Danny when Jason lands back behind bars. That's a low blow, even for Drew. Jason may be composed, but when it comes to his son, his patience is razor thin. If Drew truly believes he can step into Jason's role, he's in for a rude awakening. Could this be the moment where Jason finally snaps? And if so, will Drew regret poking the bear that is Stone Cold Morgan? Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby, the root of the tension? The situation between Jason and Drew has been steadily escalating, but things really took a turn when Drew publicly cast doubt on the paternity of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby. Drew has been insistent that Jason is the biological father, fueling gossip and controversy. While this revelation might have caused chaos, it surprisingly worked to the advantage of both Sasha and Michael Corinthos. In an unexpected move, Sasha encouraged Jason to let the rumors fly. Why? Because allowing the public to believe that Jason is the father shields Michael from unwanted scrutiny. In the eyes of the world, Jason stepping up as the father figure means fewer questions for Michael and less turmoil for Sasha. Yet, while this plan might have some strategic benefits, Jason isn't one to let baseless accusations go unchecked. His protective nature towards Sasha, combined with his frustration over Drew's meddling, is what's fueling this week's inevitable confrontation. When Jason and Drew finally go head-to-head, expect heated words, raw emotions, and some deeply personal attacks. Jason's fury unleashed. Jason Morgan has always been known for his calm, controlled demeanor until he isn't. Once his anger reaches a certain point, there's no turning back. Drew has been towing the line for weeks, pushing Jason further and further toward an eruption. With tensions surrounding Sasha's child, Michael Corinthos' involvement, and Drew's relentless provocations, this face-off was bound to happen sooner or later. What makes things worse is that Drew is not without his own skeletons in the closet. Jason, never one to back down from the truth, might just take the opportunity to call out Drew's hypocrisy. After all, didn't Drew help Willow Corinthos break her marriage vows? If Drew wants to play the morality card, Jason is fully prepared to turn the tables and expose his own questionable choices. With so much personal baggage between them, this confrontation won't just be about words, it's about respect, resentment, and the battle for control. The fallout, what happens next? No matter how this confrontation unfolds, one thing is certain, Port Charles will be left shaken. The rivalry between Jason and Drew is more than just a personal feud, it has far-reaching consequences that will impact multiple families, friends, and allies. Will Jason finally put Drew in his place, once and for all? Could Drew have a secret agenda that no one sees coming? And most importantly, what will this battle mean for Michael, Sasha, and Danny? Jason has never been one to walk away from a fight, especially when the people he cares about are dragged into the middle of it. But Drew has proven to be more cunning and calculating than many give him credit for. Could he have a surprise move up his sleeve? As Port Charles braces for impact, the fallout of this brotherly war will have lasting repercussions. The outcome is uncertain, but one thing is undeniable, the road ahead will be anything but peaceful. Final thoughts, a battle worth watching. With so much history, tension, and unresolved emotions between Jason and Drew, this confrontation is long overdue. The build-up has been simmering, but now, it's about to explode. No matter who comes out on top, the damage will be done, and the scars will remain. Could this battle be the beginning of an even bigger power struggle between these two brothers? Or will one of them walk away knowing they've finally won? Next, we're diving into one of the most unexpected romantic shakeups in Port Charles. With heartbreak, surprises, and a dose of questionable chemistry, we examine whether Molly Lansing Davis and Cody Bell have what it takes to be General Hospital's next big couple, or if this is just a fleeting moment before they return to their familiar paths. Is this pairing a slow burn waiting to ignite, or is it destined for disaster? Let's break it all down. A romance worth investing in, or just a temporary distraction? With emotions running high and past relationships lingering in the background, Molly and Cody's sudden interactions have sparked curiosity among fans. Could they truly be the next unexpected couple to take center stage in Port Charles? Molly, a rational and ambitious assistant district attorney, has always been one to follow the law, yet she has found herself entangled in a rather unconventional connection with Cody, a man known for his hot-headed tendencies and questionable past. Their differences couldn't be more apparent. While Molly thrives in a world of structure and legal order, Cody operates in the gray areas, dabbling in illegal poker games and making decisions driven by impulse. While soap operas thrive on opposites attracting, the question remains, can these two find common ground, or will their stark contrasts push them apart before anything truly begins? The dynamic between them could be exciting, chaotic, and unpredictable, all the ingredients needed for a soap opera romance that keeps audiences guessing. A means to an end? The possible revival of TJ and Molly. One of the most interesting angles to consider is whether this newfound tension between Cody and Molly is a real romantic pursuit or if it serves a deeper purpose, rekindling Molly's long-term relationship with TJ Ashford. Molly and TJ have been each other's soulmates for years, but recent hardships tested their bond in ways they never anticipated. Losing their unborn child shattered them, leaving their relationship in a fragile state that ultimately led to separation. While both have focused on their careers and personal growth, neither truly moved on emotionally. Could Cody simply be a catalyst and instigator of change, pushing Molly to realize that what she had with TJ was worth fighting for? It wouldn't be the first time General Hospital used a new relationship to reawaken feelings for an old one. Fans of Molly and TJ know that their love story has always been a steady one, but sometimes, a little chaos is needed to bring clarity. Could this flirtation with Cody be the wake-up call Molly needs to reconsider TJ? Or could TJ, seeing her with someone new, become determined to win her back? Locked on the GH rooftop. A chemistry test like no other. Soap operas love to use high-pressure situations to test character chemistry, and last week's rooftop mishap at General Hospital was the perfect setting for Molly and Cody's first real interaction. The two found themselves accidentally locked together with no choice but to interact, a classic soap trope designed to either ignite sparks or expose incompatibility. At first, their dynamic was tense, filled with arguments and exasperation. But as the situation unfolded, moments of understanding and vulnerability emerged. In a surprising twist, Molly confessed to breaking the law, something Cody has experience with. It was a shocking revelation, one that briefly bridged the gap between their starkly different worlds. For a moment, it seemed as if they understood each other in a way no one else could. Was this a fleeting moment of connection, born out of an unusual situation, or the start of something real? That's the question fans are now debating. Molly's sensibility versus Cody's recklessness, can opposites really attract? Pairing characters with vastly different personalities is a tried-and-true formula in soap operas, but does this dynamic work with Molly and Cody? Molly has always been level-headed, goal-driven, and morally conscious, qualities that have defined her character for years. She is someone who values stability and has worked hard to build a life of integrity. Cody, on the other hand, is fiery, impulsive, and unpredictable. He doesn't shy away from taking risks, whether in underground poker games or personal relationships. His quick temper and bad boy edge make him exciting, but is that excitement enough for a woman like Molly? This kind of opposites attract romance can work for a while. The chemistry could be explosive, passionate, and fun, but it also runs the risk of burning out just as quickly as it started. Could Molly handle Cody's recklessness? Could Cody keep up with Molly's ambition? These are the real challenges that could determine whether this potential romance is a thrilling short-term fling or a disaster waiting to happen. Cody's messy love life, the reason he's back in the dating pool. Before we get too far into shipping Molly and Cody, let's not forget why Cody even re-entered the dating scene in the first place. Cody was developing a sweet and promising relationship with Sasha Gilmore, but just as things started getting serious, a bombshell revelation changed everything. They are actually long-lost cousins. That revelation shattered any romantic potential between them, leaving Cody in an emotional tailspin. While Sasha took the news with grace and focused on the future, Cody spiraled, struggling to process how his world had changed in an instant. To make matters even more complicated, Sasha became pregnant, adding another layer of emotional weight to an already complicated situation. While the two maintain a close bond, their relationship is now permanently redefined. Cody may have moved on physically, but has he really moved on emotionally? If he's rushing into something new with Molly, is it because he's truly ready? Or is he simply trying to distract himself from the emotional turmoil of his past? Final verdict, should GH fans get on board with Cody and Molly? So, what's the verdict, General Hospital fans? Is Molly and Cody's connection worth pursuing, or is this just another soap opera experiment that will fizzle out before it ever really starts? On one hand, their differences could create an electrifying romance, full of passion, unpredictability, and the thrill of stepping outside of comfort zones. Cody could push Molly to loosen up, while Molly could provide Cody with the stability he desperately needs. On the other hand, Molly's serious and law-abiding nature may ultimately clash too much with Cody's reckless, rebellious streak. While their rooftop encounter showed promise, is there enough real substance there to build something long-term? And of course, there's still the looming presence of TJ. Could Cody just be a passing distraction, paving the way for Molly to realize that her heart still belongs to TJ? One thing is certain, Port Charles is never short on drama, and this new dynamic is sure to shake things up. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Are you team Cody and Molly, or should they go their separate ways? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned for more General Hospital spoilers and updates.